Fans around the world expressed their sadness at the passing of Akira Toriyama, author of the classic series Dragon Ball, 7 Dragon Balls. I grew up with the 7 Dragon Balls. We are extremely sad to announce that author Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1 due to acute subdural hematoma, at the age of 68. Bird Studios' opening announcement made fans all over the world. The world of the legendary Toriyama and the Dragon Ball series, 7 Dragon Balls, is shocked. Toriyama's sudden passing was announced by Dragon Ball's official website on March 8 in a joint statement from Bird Studio, the manga company founded by Toriyama in 1983, and Capsule Corporation Tokyo. According to Bird Studio, Toriyama still has a number of unfinished works in the process of being composed with great enthusiasm. There are many things he can do. The author has left behind many manga titles and works of art to the world. Thanks to the support of a global audience, Toriyama has been able to continue his creative work for over 45 years. We hope that Akira Toriyama's unique creative world continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come, Bird Studio wrote. During the press conference on the same day, Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi shared his sadness about Toriyama's passing and expressed his admiration for the global influence of the father of the 7 Dragon Balls. Mr. Hayashi praised Mr. Toriyama for playing an extremely important role in spreading Japanese culture. Mr. Toriyama has created works that are loved not only by the Japanese people but also by those abroad. His work has brought Japanese comics to wide recognition around the world. We would like to sending sincere condolences on this painful day, Mr. Hayashi said. Under Toriyama's farewell posts on social networking platforms, Masashi Kishimoto, author of the famous manga Naruto, confided having grown up with Toriyama's manga. Kishimoto said he aspires to become a manga artist, hoping to create works like Toriyama's. He is my savior and the god of manga. Toriyama's creations have become a part of my life. On bad days, the weekly Dragon Ball series helps me forget away from my problems. As a country boy who didn't have much else, the series saved me, Kishimoto expressed. Receiving the news that Toriyama had passed away, the Naruto author felt extremely lost, even greater than when the Dragon Ball series ended. Kishimoto choked up, still don't know how to face this truth. Eiichiro Oda, the artist of the best-selling manga One Piece, wrote, Toriyama was one of the founders of an era where both adults and children could read and enjoy manga, from a time when reading manga is considered bad for education. He allowed us to dream about what manga could achieve and showed creators that we could even expand our field to the world. Oda said Toriyama's works have inspired not only manga artists, but all creators in the industry. Masakazu Katsura, a Zetman manga artist who has known Toriyama for 40 years, said he felt weak and exhausted at the moment of receiving the bad news. Katsura said Toriyama was more of a friend to me than a great manga artist. It's such a shame that I can no longer chat with him on the phone, Katsura choked up. Dragon Ball is my lifelong textbook. Akira Toriyama's creativity goes beyond manga. He also designed characters for Dragon Quest, the extremely popular role-playing game series from Square Enix Holdings. Yuji Horii, author of the Dragon Quest series, said he still couldn't believe Toriyama suddenly passed away. I knew him from when I was a writer for Shonen Jump and asked him to draw the game's art. Since then, for 37 years, Toriyama has designed characters and monsters, and created a lot of the characters are so attractive that I can't count them, Horii said. A 33-year-old photographer who was Toriyama's neighbor in his hometown of Aichi recounted his trip to Guam with him. Toriyama spontaneously told us a story in the forest. He was really a funny and kind man, the neighbor said. The photographer often happened to meet and talk with Toriyama when the author walked his dog. I once asked him why he doesn't appear on TV. Toriyama said it would bring trouble to the family if my face became known to the public. I think he is a husband and father. Always family-oriented. Many fans also expressed their admiration for the Dragon Ball series on social networking platforms. Dragon Ball is my lifelong textbook. It teaches me that I can overcome any difficulty if I do it with fun and enjoyment, a fan wrote on X. We will never forget Akira Toriyama because of the gift he left on this earth. I cannot imagine a world without the 7 Dragon Balls, a fan left a comment on the page. Dragon Ball official website. Collect all 7 Dragon Balls and then revive Mr. Akira Toriyama, one online user wrote. Toriyama's influence on the creative field has gone beyond the boundaries of Japan. French director Pierre Perifel cited Dragon Ball as the inspiration for his work on DreamWorks Animation's The Bad Guys. Ian Jones-Carty, producer of the famous American animated series Steven Universe, expressed his admiration for Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. He revealed that he used Toriyama's car designs as reference for his own creations. Dragon Ball was like a miracle that helped me be accepted by society. Akira Toriyama was born on April 5, 1955 in Nagoya City, Aichi Prefecture, Japan. After graduating from high school, he did not go to college but started working as a poster designer at an advertising company. Toriyama first entered the manga industry at the age of 23, when he participated in a contest organized by a weekly manga magazine. Things didn't go well, but he soon began submitting drawings to another magazine weekly, Shonen Jump. In 1978, this magazine published Toriyama's first work titled Wonder Island. Both Wonder Island and its sequel Wonder Island 2, which referenced the screen culture of the time, including Dirty Harry and the sci-fi series Ultraman, were unpopular with readers. Undeterred, Toriyama continued to draw and created his breakthrough product Dr. Slump in 1980. About a robot girl and her trials and tribulations when interacting with the world around her. Serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump until 1984, Dr. Slump earned him one of Japan's highest manga honors, the Shogakukan Manga Award. An anime adaptation soon aired on television, and Toriyama founded Bird Studio following its initial success. In 1982, he married manga artist Yoshimi Kato. The couple has 2 children together and keeps their married life private. 2 years later, Toriyama created Dragon Ball, the classic series that brought him international recognition, making him one of Japan's best-selling manga authors. Based on the previous work titled Dragon Boy, the Dragon Ball series was serialized in 519 chapters in Weekly Shonen Jump from 1984 to 1995. The series is inspired by Chinese and Hong Kong action films as well as Japanese folklore. The work introduces the audience to Son Goku, a young martial artist searching for 7 magical balls that will summon a mystical dragon as well as his group of allies and enemies. Dragon Ball has become an international phenomenon and is one of the best-selling and highest-grossing manga series of all time, with more than 260 million copies sold worldwide in more than 20 countries. In an interview with Japanese newspaper Asahi in 2013, Toriyama described himself as a difficult person. Dragon Ball is like a miracle, because it helped a person with a difficult personality like me to do a decent job and be accepted by society, he said. Toriyama admitted not knowing why Dragon Ball became a worldwide phenomenon. He said that his comics are only for entertainment, hoping readers will have a good time reading his work. When drawing this series, all I wanted to achieve was to please the boys in Japan, the author said. After the end of Dragon Ball's initial run in 1995, Toriyama continued consulting and promoting the franchise, as well as working on shorter projects, sometimes outside the manga world. He also contributed his distinctive artwork to the influential video game series Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger, among others. In the years that followed, Toriyama returned to the Dragon Ball franchise, making several film adaptations. He was also an original consultant for 2012's Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods, and a writer for 2018's Dragon Ball Super, Broly and 2022's Dragon Ball Super, Superhero. Before Toriyama's goodbye, Go Oshima, manager of a small shop selling figurines in the OSU area, Nagoya City, a place famous for anime stores, said he was very shocked because he belongs to the generation that grew up with anime artists. Toriyama's work. The 49-year-old said many domestic and foreign fans visited his shop sporting some tattoos of Toriyama's characters. He is so famous that perhaps no one in the world knows about him. I feel like there is a hole in my heart, Oshima said.